Hi, this is Andy Doctor. Today I'm going to show you how to change oil in a Audi Q7 2-liter turbo with a extraction pump without going under the car, and it should be super easy. Of course, many newer car you can change the oil in this way, and for most car it's actually a lot easier than this. Thanks to German engineering, this is actually more difficult. There are a few parts that we need to take out. Hopefully in a few months I can show you how easy it is in my other car, a more typical procedure. So let's get started. First of all, you need to take this cover off, and there is a clamp here. You just insert the screwdriver into it and pop it. The same on the other side. And now you can lift it up like that and just pull it up. Okay, so let's put it aside. And we need to take out the air intake, and the way to do it is that you basically snap a little bit and grab it up like that, and the same on the other side. Snap on, grab it up. And this one is super atypical German engineer. There's no screws or anything, you just pull it up straight like that. I could not even believe it at the beginning, but that's how it is done. Okay, so it's out. And on the other side also, you need to do this in order to get access to the oil filter. So even you change oil from the bottom, you have to do it this way. And of course, the dipstick hole that we're going to pump our oil out. To make it easier, you actually want to take the air intake hose out just to lift this one up, otherwise it's pretty limited. Okay, so there's one screw out here that we have to open. And we just grab it out. Okay, so now it's out. I don't want any dirt to go into it, so that's why I have a plastic bag. I'm going to cover the air intake hose like that. You cannot easily see the dipstick hole and the oil filter in the main video. That's why I'm taking a picture and show you the picture inside the main video. They are inside, right in the middle of it. By the way, this one can come off like that, so you have a lot more space like that. Just make sure that you put it back later on. There's no screws on it. Snap the clip and remove the oil filling hose, and now you can turn the airbox sideways to give yourself more space. Now it's time to remove the dipstick hole cover. Having a small screwdriver is helpful, but not entirely necessary. You just insert into it and remove it out. Let me show you on the outside. You want to insert your screwdriver just on the clip and remove it out. Of course, it have to be in this direction. If it is 90 degrees, it's actually locked. Let's start pumping the oil. This is my brand new oil extractor. It's manual one, and hopefully it works. It comes with a few tools. By the way, if you want to buy any tool or part that I use in this video, I give you a link to Amazon in the description. Let's start with the 1/4 inch. And there is one that's even smaller that we might have to use at the end. Okay, that's it. And here is the connector. We're going to connect it to the main hose. So that is the main hose. And we connect the two together. This is finally how it looks like at the end. Just give it a few pumps and oil will come out. By the way, continuous pumping is not necessary. Now you see oil comes out because the tubing changed color. It doesn't appear that we can get all the oil out in this way, so I'm going to change the tubing to a smaller one. Now we get to the smallest one, and my hope is that this one can go deeper into the car, which may or may not be true. So It's as deep as it could go, I would think. And now let's connect it and start pumping, and hopefully you can get more oil out of it. And more oil is coming out. At this time, it's a good idea to open up the oil filter and let the air go into it, so it will help with the extraction. To take the oil filter out, you need an oil filter socket. On this car, it's a 32. You go onto the housing and just turn, and it will come out like that. A piece of aluminum, so I don't want to create a big mess. I did that before. I don't want to make the same mistake. So let's go on top of it and turn. Just give you a few turns to lose the oil filter so air can go in to help extracting the oil. I will not remove the oil filter yet, not until most of the oil coming out at least. Now it's probably a good time to take the oil filter out and put the new one in. So this is the oil filter that I have. It's a main filter. It's OEM, pretty much the same as the genuine one, and I am okay with that. I would like to have a piece of paper just in case I make a big mess, so I can clean it up. I'm going to take the filter out, and then I can put the old one into it immediately. Both sides are the same. Okay, so and there is a gasket inside that we can use. So let's do it. And hopefully when we take the filter out, more oil will come out, because it finally released every drop of pressure from here. Okay, great. Nothing, no oil. It's very dry. Okay, so I'm gonna put on top of this, and that's why this is important to have a piece of aluminum so the oil don't make a big mess. I put gloves on because I don't want to make a big mess. So, well, that's some oil out there. And again, this is why the aluminum is important. Otherwise, you create a big mess on your car. Not super beautiful. Okay, I'm going to put this used filter somewhere and recycle it later on. And for the new one, again, there's no direction. Okay, this way, that way. This one have label, but they are the same. Just snap onto it like that, and then the old gasket, just take out. Make sure you know where the gasket should be. It go to here, so just try it out and take it out. Especially if you're doing a different car, make sure you know where it is. So over here actually. Okay, and again, make sure you go to the right location, otherwise it might leak. And this is the most messy part of the entire oil change. Okay, the oil filter. And so let's wipe it. I probably need another piece of paper to wipe it, but let's put it back in. Hang tight it first, and then just tie it with a socket. Let's put it in, probably, and go onto it. Make sure that you use a socket and tighten it to snug or 25.5 Newton meter if you want to. From there, over here, I guess I can clean up, because this piece is important. This is my dip hole plug, the tool. When you hear this noise, it tells you that all the oil that can be sucked out have come out. It's just sucking air right now. This car holds 5.2 liter of oil. Here is 5, here is 6, here is 5.5, and we are about here. I marked this one's probably too low for 5.2. So we are pretty close to 5.2. That means all the oil's out, and I'm happy for that. That is definitely an easy way to change oil. Okay, let's put the dipstick hole plug back and put everything else back, and then we can add oil. Be careful, don't drop it, otherwise you have to open up the bottom and pick it up. That's basically kill the whole reason of using a oil extractor. It's simple though, just press onto it. Okay, and then do a 90-degree turn. The plug should face towards you, and that's good. So now let's put this one back also, obviously, and make sure the connectors are good, and we don't mess up with anything. Okay, there is a water drain hose out here. Okay, make sure it first of all connect onto it. It's not a super important part, I assume, because we don't want to lose it, and you don't want to hold it like this on top of it. You could not press it down like that. Align the two holes and make sure nothing is in the way. And then you can press down. Okay, so that's good. Let's put this one back in. Yep, snap onto it. Nothing magic. This one also snap into it. Okay, perfect. Okay, and the oil fill hole, we're just going to put it back like that, snap, and one more time make sure that water drain hole is pointing down, and we are going to put this one back, and then we should be good to go to add oil. Obviously, I need my screwdriver, so here is my screwdriver. I'm going to take my 1-quart bag out. Next time I can still use it, so we don't waste too much of those ones. So we're going to slide this whole thing all the way, and now we're going to tighten the screw until it's snug. Again, this is the oil hole. I'm going to add oil. You of course need a funnel, and of course you need oil. So this is a new funnel I got. It's a long neck. I honestly don't need one. So open it up, put it somewhere, and just pour onto it. I'm going to add oil into it. I need to make my camera higher actually. The oil I'm going to use is a liquid moly. A lot of people like it. I use it a few times. It's good. Okay, this satisfies VW for 504 rating, and if you do not know, there is a label here. There's a label here saying that you use 504 or 502 oil, so that's why we use the right spec. Okay, the liquid moly is made in Germany. Doesn't mean it is anything too fantastic, but a lot of people like it. So this is 5 liters supposedly, and it takes a little bit over 5 liters. I'm going to add the whole thing into it, and if it is not enough, I have a tiny bit of leftover from last time I can add. But anyway, this is pretty much the end of it. You know how to check oil in the MMI. If you do not know, again, let me know. I will tell you in the in another video. But other than that, that's all. How to change oil, other than adding oil. If you think this video is helpful for you, please make sure you like and subscribe. So, and this one is actually kind of special design, how to turn it, It's kind of interesting, and it has another seal inside that we have to take out. Yes, German, made in Germany. What do you think about that? So let's add, and yes, a lot of people make a big deal that it has a handle out here, make it easier. Okay, so let's add oil. I'm gonna add the whole thing into it. Before I put the engine cover back, I usually like to start the engines, let the engine run for 1 minute, and look at here, because from here you can see the oil filter housing. Make sure no oil leak out from there. But other than that, I already did that, by the way. It's something super easy, and you can look, just use your eyes. Now let's put the cover back. You just slide onto it. You see a few holes out there, and you couldn't see it, you just have to feel. Slide onto it, and then put it down, and then just tap onto it. Of course, the clamp have to go on, but this one just by hand. Okay, you just snap, hold it up, and snap onto it. You hear something, and that should be good. You do the same for the other side. Okay, good to go. Good job. You're done. If you think this video is helpful for you, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.